The humid Abuja air hung heavy as Tammy adjusted the vibrant ankara print dress that hugged her curves perfectly. Confidence radiated from her like the morning sun filtering through the mango trees outside her window. Today was Saturday, brunch day with her girls, and Tammy was buzzing with anticipation. She loved her friends fiercely, Daniella, Zuri, and Brianna. Besties turned sisters as they thrive in this chaotic, wonderful journey of singlehood in their 20s. Tammy, a budding entrepreneur with a knack for creating the most delicious jollof rice in all of Abuja, a fact her friends never let her forget. She is the life of the party. Her laughter was infectious, her spirit unyielding. She had long embraced her full figure, seeing it as a testament to her vibrant personality and zest for life. Dating hadn't always been smooth, with its fair share of awkward encounters and shallow judgments, but Tammy refused to let anyone dim her shine. She knew her worth and wasn't afraid to own it. Meanwhile, across town, Zuri stared at her reflection with a sigh. Her floral print dress, though lovely, felt like it accentuated all the parts of her she wished were smaller. Zuri loved her friends deeply, but sometimes their effortless confidence felt like a world away. She was beautiful, with warm brown eyes and a smile that could melt hearts. But the relentless noise in her head, about her weight often, overshadowed everything else. Dating was a minefield of anxieties. Would they notice her size before her personality? These questions played on a loop, making her hesitant to put herself out there. Daniella, on the other hand, was a force to be reckoned with in the courtroom. As a successful lawyer at a prestigious Abuja firm, she exuded an air of competence and sharp intellect. Her tailored blouses and pencil skirts spoke of a woman in control, someone who had meticulously crafted her life. While her career was soaring, her love life was, well, non-existent. The long hours and demanding cases left little room for dating. When she did manage to squeeze in a date, she often found men intimidated by her success or more interested in her professional achievements than in getting to know the real Daniella. She longed for a partner who could appreciate her drive and ambition without feeling threatened. Brianna, the social butterfly of the group, was already at their usual brunch spot, a lively outdoor cafe known for its suya and fresh juice. Her laughter echoed through the air as she chatted animatedly with the waiter. Brianna knew everyone, and everyone knew Brianna. Her phone was a constant stream of messages and invitations. She flitted from one social gathering to another, always surrounded by people. Yet, amidst all the connections, a genuine, deep connection with a romantic partner seemed elusive. She enjoyed the attention and the fun, but sometimes, when the night ended and she was alone, a quiet yearning would creep in. As the four friends finally gathered, the air crackled with their familiar camaraderie. Tammy recounted a hilarious incident from her latest attempt at perfecting a new moi recipe. Daniella shared a brief and heavily redacted for confidentiality account of a recent courtroom victory. Brianna regaled them with tales from a wedding she had attended the previous night, complete with vivid descriptions of the dancing and the questionable fashion choices of some of the guests. Zuri listened intently, laughing along with them, but a small voice in her head kept whispering insecurities. When Brianna mentioned meeting a few interesting guys at the wedding, Zuri couldn't help but feel a pang of envy. It seemed so easy for Brianna to attract attention. "So, any potential, B?" Tammy teased, winking. Brianna shrugged playfully. They were nice enough, but nothing sparkling. "You know?" Daniella, ever the pragmatist, chimed in. "Sparkling isn't everything, Brianna. Sometimes a steady flame is what you need." "Easy for you to say, D," Brianna retorted with a smile. "You haven't even had a flicker in months." Daniella raised an eyebrow. "My focus has been on other things." The conversation flowed easily, jumping from work to family to the latest Abuja gossip. They ordered a feast of pancakes, eggs, sausages, and, of course, Tammy's famous spicy pepper sauce. As they ate, Tammy noticed Zuri picking at her food, a familiar cloud of self-consciousness settling over her. "Zuri, you okay?" Tammy asked gently. Zuri looked up, forcing a smile. "Yeah, just not super hungry today." Tammy reached across the table and squeezed her hand. "Don't let those voices in your head get too loud, sis. You look beautiful." Brianna and Daniella echoed Tammy's sentiment, their genuine affection for Zuri evident in their eyes. Zuri's eyes welled up slightly. It was in these moments, surrounded by her fiercely supportive friends, that the negative self-talk quieted down, if only for a little while. Later that week, Tammy decided to take matters into her own hands when it came to Zuri's confidence. She dragged her best friend to a plus-size fashion boutique in Abuja, filled with vibrant, stylish clothes designed to flatter every curve. Zuri was hesitant at first, used to hiding her body in oversized clothes. But Tammy, with her infectious enthusiasm and keen eye for what looked good, encouraged her to try on different outfits. To Zuri's surprise, she found herself actually liking what she saw in the mirror. A fitted dress and a bold print made. Her waist looked smaller and highlighted her décolletage. A stylish jumpsuit accentuated her long legs. For the first time in a long time, Zuri felt a flicker of excitement about her appearance. Meanwhile, Daniella found herself unexpectedly drawn to a colleague, a fellow lawyer named Chinedu. He was intelligent, thoughtful, and surprisingly unfazed by her professional success. Their conversations often extended beyond work, delving into books, politics, and their shared experiences growing up in Nigeria. One evening, after a late night working on a case together, Chinedu asked Daniella out for dinner. She hesitated for a moment, the familiar anxieties about balancing her career and personal life surfacing. But then, she thought of Tammy's unwavering confidence, Zuri's tentative steps toward self-acceptance, and Brianna's open-heartedness. Maybe it was time to take a leap of faith. Brianna, in her usual whirlwind fashion, found herself juggling the attention of several admirers. There was the charming banker, the witty artist, and the adventurous travel blogger. Each offered something different, but none quite filled the void she sometimes felt. One evening, while scrolling through her social media feed, she stumbled upon a post from a friend about a volunteer opportunity at a local orphanage. Something about it resonated with her. She had always enjoyed helping others, and perhaps, she thought, focusing on something meaningful might lead to a different kind of connection, both with herself and with others. As the weeks turned into months, each woman continued on her individual journey, navigating the complexities of singlehood with their unique strengths and vulnerabilities. Tammy remained her confident self, building her catering business and attracting admirers with her infectious energy. Zuri, encouraged by her friends and her newfound stylish wardrobe, started to step outside her comfort zone, attending social events and even trying online dating. Daniella cautiously explored her connection with Chinedu, finding that his support and understanding were a welcome change from past experiences. And Brianna threw herself into her volunteer work, discovering a deeper sense of purpose and forming meaningful friendships with like-minded individuals. There were still challenges, of course. Zuri had her share of disappointing dates and moments of self-doubt. Daniella struggled to balance her demanding career with her burgeoning personal life. Brianna occasionally felt the sting of loneliness amidst her busy social calendar. And even Tammy had days when the weight of running, her own business, and navigating the dating scene felt overwhelming. But through it all, their bond remained their constant. They celebrated each other's small victories, offered comfort during setbacks, and provided unwavering support and honest advice. They were each other's cheerleaders, sounding boards and safe havens. They understood the unique pressures and expectations placed on Black women in Nigeria, the subtle and not-so-subtle biases they faced in dating and in life. Their friendship was a source of strength, a reminder that they were not alone in their experiences. One Saturday, they found themselves back at their favorite brunch spot. The laughter flowed freely. The conversation was easy and comfortable. Zuri recounted a surprisingly pleasant date she had been on. Daniella spoke excitedly about a weekend getaway she had planned with Chinedu. Brianna shared heartwarming stories from her time at the orphanage. And Tammy beamed with pride as she announced that a popular restaurant in Abuja had approached her about a potential partnership. As they sipped their juice and savored their suya, a sense of contentment settled over them. They were four strong, beautiful, plus-size Black women in their 20s, navigating singlehood in their own ways, in their own time. They hadn't found all the answers yet, and there would undoubtedly be more challenges ahead. But they had each other, and in their friendship, they had found a love that was constant, unconditional, and more than enough to see them through whatever came next. In the vibrant tapestry of Abuja, they were weaving their own stories, full of laughter, tears, triumphs, and the unbreakable bond of sisterhood. The end.